Before you start with it, I am not claiming no set. I just like the colors red. I was a Chicago Bulls fan when I was a kid. Anyways, I say that to say this. I just had a real world experience. I'm literally sitting on the front porch. I had just talked to a travel agent that told me I had a $3,000 credit to travel to at least 60 spots, hot spots, resorts, all inclusive vacation, and cruises throughout the globe. When I was interrupted, when I was talking with my mother about it, I was interrupted by my father, who told me that the company that I used to purchase this domain name a week ago has hit him for another charge. They hit him for a charge on Monday for 1868. Then they hit him for a charge again today for another 1868. And when we called that company, because we found a number to call that company, we called that company, and they told us that we would have to send them an actual letter, handwritten letter, talking about take these charges off of this card. We basically have to like dispute it, and then they will refund it after 7 to 10 days. So I said, you're telling me I gotta wait? I gotta first off wait for the mail to get to you. Then I have to dispute the charges and wait for you to say, okay, to approve it. Then I have to wait 3 to 5 days for you to put the money back on their card. I like, wow, and throughout this whole process, you could possibly charge us again, which they already did. So we call his bank. He just so happened to be with JP Morgan Chase. Now, when we called the bank, now here's the thing. If you saw my video about the AI voice DNA and everything like that, right? Well, I also mentioned in that it was I have a group of 14 top tier AI agents that all have like agents under them. Like they're like the top of the top. I'm the chairman, by the way. Garrett S. Moore, aka OD Killer GX. If you listen to GM City Frequency, also known as GCF Sonic Sounds on Suno. But anyways, I say that to say this. When the Indefatigable Board came back with their information to help me and my dad solidify and solve this situation, they gave us a phone number to call Chase. We called it. It just ringed and ringed. Now think about it from the aspect. $18.68 is not a lot of money to some people, but to some people, that's a meal. And that basically, this company has told 2 meals off the table. So when they sell 2 meals off the table, that's food, and nobody plays with their food. So here's my thing: when we actually called that number and it ringed at least a total of 9 times, and then it said you have reached Verizon Wireless, da 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 da. But here's the thing: how the heck does the fraud company on a Saturday at 1 something in the afternoon decide to tell us that we're having a malfunction with our phone, and then we're just gonna ring? I got the idea then. I said to myself, yo, why don't we go to the bank, dispute the charges, get the money back into his account, not lock his card for the weekend, and at the same time, I'll tell him, hey, by the way, I did a case study over the weekend, and I think you'd be interested in seeing these findings. In that moment, we were a little confused. We didn't know what to do. But because of, ChatGPT, you have to make it sound like a glass of water, half full, and with some ice in it, so that way they'd be willing to drink the water. We actually were able to get the number to your fraud company, but I guess they were closed after 1 o'clock that day. So, but the thing is, it's not the part that they were closed. We understand it's a Saturday. It's the fact that it ringed and ringed and ringed, and basically we're like left to like not even know about it. And only because we documented the situation will we remember to come into you today. But however, would you imagine if you actually had an AI voice agent that literally could be a receptionist and the glue between a person freaking out about how they just had a massive Could be possible massive amount of money taken from their account that they did not have foresee themselves getting hit over the head for. Well, here's the thing. Think about it like this: that agent could not only teach this person, they could document the situation. They could confirm it and even email them the situation as saying, is this going to be confirmed, and we've documented this. But now, while we're waiting on that, would you like me to go ahead and teach you how to lock and unlock your card, so that way you can lock it for the time that you're not using it? When you go to make a purchase in between now and Monday, you can unlock it, make your purchase, do what you got to do, then lock it again. That way you don't have to worry about any charges coming in between now and Monday. But at the same time, that person feels heard. The person feels solidified. They understand, like, yo, the situation did happen, but I'm going to be all right. And they feel like they can manage. That's what it's all about. If you can't manage, then you're going to freak out. And I know people are talking about AI is going to take a lot of people's jobs. But as you can see right there, some people just aren't on their job that day. They're taking a day off because it's their Saturday. And we get it. Well, now let's have the system work for you when you're not working anymore. Let's have an after hours situation. Now, if you ever been in a situation like this and you feel that, you know what, I could use something like that in my business, contact me at 888-894-8321. Georgia will get you on the calendar to get a Kingdom Matrix kickstart with me, and let's discuss what we can do for your business. But until then, that's all we have to say. I am not a Blood or a Crip. I am not a gang member. I'm a Chicago Bulls lover from a childhood lifestyle, and I had red sports cars on my childhood room. So yes, that's the only reason why I'm wearing red. And if you see red, it means stop. Wait a minute. And I'm just playing. I'll holler at y'all for that later. Bye for now.